back to the original question of which should you take. Let me maybe come at it from a slightly different angle and suggest things you should not consider, reasons you should not have as your primary motivator for choosing these exams. And that is, you should absolutely not be looking for the easy way out. I do not think that you should make your decision by which one's easier, which one can I skate by with, which one has a loophole, maybe I should take the EA instead because they're not reporting the score, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. For a lot of reasons. I'll add to that. I mean, if we go back to 2020, there was almost this race to the bottom between the GMAT and the GRE. They were trying to sort of one-up each other in making the exam shorter, fewer questions. Let's get rid of geometry, because they just want, I mean, if we're going to be crass, if we're going to be a little bit cynical, they wanted your money. During COVID, schools went test optional and people stopped taking these exams, and these are big corporations that need the dollars. And so the GMAT wanted you to take the GMAT, the GRE wanted you to take the GRE, and they're like, we're going to make our exam shorter. And so the GMAT worked to make its exam shorter. And like the next week, the GRE came out and said, we're going to make ours even shorter. You shouldn't take the GRE because it's 15 minutes shorter. Like if you can't sit for 15 extra minutes or solve 3 extra questions, you don't have the right mindset applying to business school in the first place. Now, you might still choose to take the GRE and reap the benefit of a slightly shorter exam, save a few dollars. I think the GRE right now is a little bit cheaper. But look, you're about to go spend tens of thousands of dollars in business school, grad school, whatever. Don't try to save $50 on your entrance exam fee. So those are the reasons you shouldn't make the decision. And I would add this. You know, in terms of a mindset, treat preparing for the GRE, the GMAT, the executive assessment as your first business school class. For some of you guys watching this, it's been a while since you've been in school, especially if you're going to be applying for an executive MBA program, taking the executive assessment. I have students in their 50s going back to business school. Awesome, well done. But you haven't had to solve for X in like 30 years. And you're going to have to do some of this stuff in business school. And so don't take the easy way out. Don't take the exam that's going to be shorter and it's going to be the least study time and I'll save $50 applying. Instead, have the mindset of, you know what? I'm going to actually get used to studying again. I'm going to have a syllabus and some practice tests, and I'm going to learn how to solve for X again, and I'm going to remember probability rules, and I'm just going to treat this like a class. I'm going to spend a few dollars on a prep course. I'm going to take this things 2 or 3 times to get a good competitive score. I'm going to show that I'm serious about applying to business school. And oh, by the way, all of the reading comprehension and the math skills and analyzing data that I learn in the context of preparing for whichever exam I choose will put me in a much better position on day one in the business school classroom to succeed. And so I would just, I'll get off my soapbox now, but that would just be my encouragement as you're filtering the decision process.